All right, good morning. Happy Wednesday. We've got power yoga this morning. So for today, equipment just to match, and then if you have a yoga block, you might find that helpful later today. I don't have one, so I won't be using one, but in case you want one, you can grab it if you have it. Otherwise, we're gonna start lying on the ground. Let me make sure everything's good on my end here. Good to go. Okay, we're gonna start lying on our mat. Again, find a comfortable position. On your back, relax the lower back, relax the hands. Palms can be up. If it feels okay, I want you to gently close your eyes. Again, find your breath this morning. Relax your shoulders down. Relax the jaw. And again, finding your breath, feeling it enter your lungs, and feeling it leave your body. Grounding yourself this morning through your breath. And again, anywhere you feel tension, be cautious and just relax it a little bit more as you exhale, releasing that tension. One more big inhale here, filling that belly with air. Nice big exhale. We're going to reach our hands above our head here. We're going to go into a full body stretch. So I want you to point those heels away from you, pull the toes in, reach to the fingertips, spread the rib cage away from the hips. Nice active full body stretch here. Nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, just release back down. And again, reaching through those toes, through the heel, through the toes, the fingers. Again, inhaling, nice big stretch here. And then relaxing back down. And again, just following your breath this morning. When you're ready for that inhale, actively reach. Separating those ribs away from the hips. Spreading through the fingers. Feel those shoulders close to the ears. And then again, exhaling, releasing back down. We're going to do one more big stretch here, full body. I want you to reach as far as you possibly can. And then releasing back down. I want you to bring both knees into the chest. Hands can find the knees, the shins, the ankles, whatever's comfortable for you. I want you to gently rock back and forth here. Press that lower back into the mat. And again, I want you to actively hug those knees into the chest as far as they'll go. And then I want you to tuck the chin to the chest, round that head all the way up to the knees, making a small ball with that entire body, taking up as least space as possible. And then relaxing that head back down. And again, actively reaching those knees, tucking those knees into the chest. And again, rounding up that head, tucking the chin, rounding all the way up. And relaxing back down. We're going to do this one more time here. So tucking that chin to the chest, round up. Again, squeeze as small as you possibly can. We're going to hold it. And relax back down. Go ahead and set those feet on the floor. Knees are bent here. And then I want those hands to come above the head. So hands are nice, arms straight above the head here. Feet, heels are on the ground, knees are bent. And we're going to drop those knees to the left side of the room. Nice gentle twist here. Those knees might touch the floor, they might not, that's okay. And gently twisting that torso this morning. These gentle twists help aid with our digestion as well. We're awakening that spine, and when you're ready, pulling that belly to the spine, bringing those knees back to center, dropping them right to the right side of the room. And again, I want you to relax here. Relax the knees, relax the hips, and again, allowing those knees to draw as close to the floor as they can, but nothing forced. Again, pulling that belly to the spine, bringing those knees back to center. We're going to do one more each time here. Dropping them to the left. And then bringing them back to center here. Last time, dropping them to the right. Nice, gentle twist. And then when you're ready, bringing those feet back to center. Hands can come back down to the sides. We're going to do a few pelvic tilts. So the best way to describe this is you feel that you put your hands behind your back. You feel a nice arch, slight arch in your back. So what I want you to do is I want you to press that lower back into the mat so there's no space. And then I want you to make space in that spine. So we're tilting that pelvis down, back and forth here, tucking that lower back to the mat so there's no space. And then when you're ready, inhaling, arching that lower back. So we're tilting the pelvis back and forth here, working all of those hip muscles back and forth. Again, creating space in that lower back. And then pressing that lower back into the mat. You feel those deep core muscles activating here. And then when you push that spine to create that space, you feel that lower back squeezing. A few more times here, back and forth, activating that lower core abdominal muscles here, pressing that lower back into the mat. And then when you're ready, inhaling, creating that space. Exhaling, tilting that pelvis back down here. Good, coming back to that neutral spine. We're going to find our first tabletop this morning. So you can roll over, hands and knees. Again, finding our neutral spine here. Elbows, wrists, and shoulders are stacked here. Hips are right over the knees. We're going to take a few cat-cows. So when you're ready, inhaling, dropping that spine, lifting the head, the heart, the tailbone. And then when you're ready, exhaling, rounding to that spine, pulling those shoulder blades apart, pushing that back as far up as you can get it here. And again, flowing with your breath, inhaling, relaxing the stomach. Exhaling, rounding up. We're going to go through this for a few breaths. I want you to follow your breath, whatever's natural to you. We're going to do one more each way here. One more cat, one more cow. Stretching out that spine here. And we're going to come back to our neutral spine here, tabletop. We're going to activate that core even more. We're going to do a few bird dogs. So my left hand is going to extend out in front of me, and my right leg is going to kick straight back. So opposite hand, opposite leg here, extend all the way back. I want you to push that heel away from you, pull those toes towards you, reach through that left hand, left fingertips here, and I want you to hold. Draw the shoulder away from the ears, activating that core as we hold this morning. And again, making sure you're breathing here. And then when you're ready, coming back down to that tabletop. Now we're going to the other side, extend to that right arm, extend to that left leg. Actively reach those fingertips. Pull through the heel. Again, drawing that shoulder away from the ear. Again, making sure you keep your breath this morning. When you're ready, coming back down to our tabletop. Let's do this one more time each side. So again, back to the left arm and right leg. And again, I want you to separate the ribs from the hips. I want you to reach as far as you can here. Good, bring that hand back down the tabletop. Last one here, right hand extending, left leg extending behind you. And again, breathing. Holding the core steady here, noticing your breath, how it's changed this morning. Coming back to center, back to our tabletop. I want you to flip those wrists behind you. We're gonna do a gentle wrist stretch here. If this is just enough for you, that's fine. If you want a little bit deeper stretch, I want you to shift those hips back. Relax the belly here. Relax the head. You can hold this wrist stretch, or you can kind of move back and forth, whatever's comfortable for you. Actively stretching those wrists, all of those forearm muscles. And then when you're ready, flipping those palms back to center. And we're gonna find our first downward dog this morning. So go ahead and curl those toes underneath, shift those hips back into our first downward dog. Move a little bit through this dog. Shift those hips, bend the knees, bend the ankles, shrug the shoulders. Just moving a little bit here within that body. And I encourage you to find some stillness within your downward dog. Again, heels do not have to touch. Relax the face, unclench the jaw here. Then I want you to actively push that chest back to the thighs. Deeper chest opener here. Working on the hamstring flexibility. Breathing here. We're going to go through a flow this morning. Warming up our bodies, getting all of our muscles nice and warm. So when you're ready, step both those feet between the thumbs. Inhale to a half lift. Nice straight back here. Exhale down to the forward fold, round that lower back. Inhale into our chair, sweep those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Step back into our plank here. Chaturanga all the way down. Take your time. Inhale, low or high cobra. Exhale into that downward dog. Yeah, we're gonna do this flow a few more times. Each time we're gonna move a little bit quicker. So go ahead, step, walk, or jump both those feet between the thumbs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up to our chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to our plank. Inhale, all the way down or hover. Up to our cobra, high or low. Back to our downward dog. Good. I want you to find your breath this morning. How you feel. Again, when you're ready, step walking or jumping both those feet between the thumbs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up to our chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into that plank. Inhale all the way down, nice and slow here, take your time. Lower high cobra. Exhale into that downward dog. You're gonna find some stillness in your dog when you're here. Find your breath this morning. Notice how your body's warming up, how it's feeling. Then when you're ready, one last time here, we're gonna inhale, step, walk, or jump both those feet up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up to our chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into our plank. All the way down. Cobra. Downward dog or child's pose, your choice this morning. Choose where you want to be. We're gonna rest here for a few breaths. So if you're in child's pose, relax the belly, relax the head. If you're in that downward dog, finding some stillness, bringing some awareness to your breath. And again, holding this here, breathing. Becoming aware of how your body's feeling, where you're holding in tension. If you're in that child's pose, go ahead and find that downward dog. We're gonna add on here to our flow. So when you're ready, go ahead and lift that left leg high in the air. Three-legged dog, left leg in the air, right foot is on the floor. When you're ready, driving that left foot through the thumbs. Inhaling to our warrior, warrior one. Important thing for our warrior here is our heels are going to match up. They should be in a nice straight line, one behind the other. That back leg, that foot is about 90 degrees here. Then I want you to shift forward. Nice tall warrior here. Extend through the spine, arms are extended in front of you, squeezing those thighs together. Then we're gonna open up to warrior two. So we're gonna open up our arms here. So with that warrior, we're gonna shift that hip open. Again, spreading through the fingertips here. Opening up those hips. Breathe here. Right hand's gonna find the back of the right leg. Reverse warrior here. Extend that left arm ahead of you. Nice gentle back extension. Coming back to warrior two. Extend through those arms. Back to warrior one here. We're gonna go into an airplane. So from this airplane, hands can stay extended out in front of you, or it can be at heart center. So from this warrior, I want you to gently walk that back leg up, and then I want you to forward fold on that left leg. Extend those hands in front of you, or again, they can be at heart center. Right leg is behind you. Adding on here, extend those arms to a T out beside you. Here's our airplane. If that's too much for that balance, we're holding our hands at the center. Ground into the left toes, the heel, the ball of the foot here. Breathe, working our balance. When you're ready, that right leg will gently find the floor. Back to that warrior one. When you're ready, inhaling, hands will find the mat. Step back into that plank. All the way down or hover. Inhale, lower, high cobra. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to even out on the right side, so go ahead and lift that right leg all the way to the sky. Left leg is on the floor. Go ahead and drive that right knee through the thumbs. Inhale to that warrior one. And again, heels should be in a nice straight line here. Squeezing those inner thighs together, activating those legs. And again, breathing. If those outreached arms are too much, again, always at heart center is always an option. We're going to open up into our warrior two. Remember, we're opening up that hip. Okay? I want you to reach to those fingertips. Relax your shoulders down, draw them away from the ears. Left hand's going to find the back of the left leg. Gently into our reverse warrior here. Again, going until you're comfortable. Does not have to be a big back extension, your choice here. Back to that warrior two. Back to that warrior one. And again, here's our airplane. So we're going to gently hop that left leg up and then tilt forward into that airplane on the right. Arms can stay outreached in front of you. They can be at hands at heart center, or again, you can find that full airplane. Hands out to a T in front of you, beside you. And again, breathing here, grounding to the right toes. Ball of the foot to heels. Nice big balance here, breathe. Engage that core, pull that belly to the spine, work the balance. And then when you're ready, stepping back into that warrior one. Left leg will find the ground here. When you're ready, inhaling, hands come back down to the mat. Exhale, step back into that plank, all the way down. Inhale, higher low cobra. Exhale, downward dog. We're gonna add on from our warriors. So we're gonna go through that flow again, each side, but this time we're gonna add a little bit here. So if you have that yoga block, you might need it. Otherwise, go ahead and lift that left leg high into the sky. Drive that left knee through the thumbs. Inhale into that warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach behind you. Good, back to our warrior two, we're flowing here. Back to our warrior one. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, engage that core. When you're ready, finding that airplane. Gently walking, grounding through the left toes. Finding the balance. And again, you can stay here. Full airplane. We're gonna find a half moon. So we're gonna open up those hips to the right. Left hand will find the block or the floor. And we're opening up to the right side. Again, hand can be on the block, on the ground, or you can rest above the ground here. Extend's a little bit more challenging, but if this is too much for you, you stay in that airplane. Your choice. We're holding here. Left knee can be slightly bent. Working that balance. Good, coming back to the airplane. Shift those hips. Parallel to the floor. Step that right leg back into our first warrior one. Exhale, hands find the mat. Step back into our plank. All the way down or hover. Into our cobra. Into our downward dog. We're gonna add that sequence to the right. So go ahead and lift that right leg high into the sky. Drive that right knee through the thumbs. Inhale, scoot those arms up. Warrior one. Open up to our warrior two here. Keep the breath flowing. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, come back to that warrior two. Coming back to our warrior one. And again, finding that airplane on the right, so gently tilting forward here. Shifting those hips in that airplane. Having those hands come out to a T. Now we're gonna find that half moon. So again, shifting those hips to the left. Hands can find the block, the floor. And again, working our hardest to try to keep that left side, left arm, left leg completely straight here. Opening up those hips, grounding to the right toes here, breathing. And again, you can stay in that airplane. You can stay in that warrior, whatever you are feeling this morning. Good, coming back to that airplane when you're ready. Stepping that left foot back on the mat to our warrior one. Inhale, hands find the mat. Exhale, plank, all the way down, or hover. Inhale, low or high cobra. Then I want you to exhale into child's pose. So feet can touch, feet don't have to touch, knees can touch, knees can be apart. Find your child's pose this morning. I want you to rest your head on the mat. I want you to be aware of your breath. How it's changed from the start. Notice how your body feels. Relax the belly here. And again, allowing our breath to slow. Allowing our body to cool back down here. Again, resting in this child's pose. And when you're ready, we're going to walk both hands off to the left side of our mat. And I want you to push that right hip away from that right pinky. Nice big stretch on the right side here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Nice big stretch here. And when you're ready, walking those hands back to center. All the way to the right side of the mat. Again, pushing that left pinky away from the left hip. You get a nice big stretch on that left side. Then walking those hands back to center here. And then we're going to come up to a comfortable seated position. And I want you to extend those legs out in front of you. Make sure you have some room behind you. We're going to lay down here, but we're going to take our time. So I want you to extend through that spine, nice straight spine here. Extend those arms in front of you. And then we're going to slowly come down to a lying position, but I want you to take your time. Go as slow as you possibly can. Engage that core the entire time. Breathe here. Think about one your vertebrae by vertebrae on the mat, one at a time here. Taking your time. When you're on the floor here, hands can find the floor, palms up in our resting position. And then when you're here, I want you to close your eyes. Again, becoming aware of your breath. You might feel that body becoming a little bit colder as we slow our heart rate and our breath. And we're going to spend a few breaths here. So I encourage you to fully relax your body here, and I will let you know when I need you to move again. When you're ready here, I want you to slowly move those fingers, tips across the thumbs. Wiggle those toes, maybe move those ankles around. And then when you're ready, I want you to turn to one side. Roll that body to one side, and then comfortably push yourself up into a seated position. Hands can be on the knees or at heart center, wherever you want this morning. Again, close your eyes if you're comfortable. We're going to take one last big inhale here. Last exhale. And I will end our practice by saying thank you guys for hopping on here. Hopefully you're feeling good.
Have a great rest